Hello, good evening, and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk. Tonight, we will be continuing with our part 2 episode of our interview with our city mayor, Felipe Antonio Remollo, or Mayor Ipe, as he is fondly called. And this concerns the recent awards that we received from the Sports Tourism Association of the Philippines, which are two awards, special awards that we got. One is the Sports Tourism Local Government Unit Sports Tourism Awardee for the third straight year. And the other one is the special award given to the Mayor Ipe, which is the Sports Personality of the Year for the government sector. And at the same time, we will be discussing tonight also and talking to the Mayor about the special designation that was given to him by the Department of Interior Local Government Unit as the ambassador for the COVID-19 pandemic for Region 7. So sit back and relax and watch my interview with Mayor Felipe Remollo.
Mayong gabi, Dino. Mayong gabi usab sa atong mga suking tigpaminaw o televiewers sa itong programang Let's Talk.
Sir, ang ganda naman ng mga trophies na katabi mo dyan. And pag-usapan natin yan. And it's a very good news for Dumaguete City. Kung ano yung award na yan. No? First up, sir, let me just discuss with you the first award that Dumaguete received. And it's official already in December 10, 2020, that Dumaguete City was accorded for the third time the Sports Tourism Organizer of the Year as a local government unit. This is parang Hall of Fame na tayo niyan, sir, for the 3 years na receive natin award. Now, sir, let me ask you, what does this award mean to you, to your city administration, to the local industry, and other stakeholders, sir?
Well, first and foremost, Dino, I'd like to bring this closer to the camera para makita ganyan nyo. For Dumaguete City, klaro ba na? Okay? Para sa Dumaguete na siya. As you said, this is the third time that Dumaguete was awarded the LGU Sports Organizer of the Year. The first time was 2017, 2018, and 2019.
That's right.
And well, in answer to your question, kining award or awards that we received for the past 3 years, it's a symbol. They're symbols of the hard work that the volunteers, the city government's program vis-a-vis sports. True that ang Dumaguete dili kayo buhong sa mga sports facilities, but we try to innovate. Ang atong puhunan mo nga ang itong atong mga sports organizers, no? Kita sa City Hall, of course, ang atong City Tourism Office, appeal na po na, head by Jackie, who also is our conduit to different sports organizations, including our City Sports Office, headed by Ike Villa Flores. No? And of course, Dino, you're a very big part of it as the special events head. Okay, every time we have a special event, appeal na ning sporting events that we hold year in, year out. And the many volunteers that we have, including the private sector, daghang kitag mga ubay-ubay gyud nga mga sports organizers, be it triathlon, marathon, the favorite of Jackie Antonio, which is the dragon boat, okay, beach volleyball, beach frisbee, handball, arnis, beach games, no? Beach sepak takraw, okay, even basketball, baseball.
Yeah.
All these events, including the big events that we have hosted, like the regional palaro, the yearly, for the past 2 years also, we were hosting the university games,
Correct.
no?
That's what we
And
see.
dili ni tiaw-tiaw, no? And I have noticed that many of the sports organizers, okay, they're mostly private sector. They love to hold their events in Dumaguete City. I think this could be attributed to the fact that um, they know that we have a built-in team that could already make things going for them. Ikaduha, kanang how hospitable we are to these people, no? What I mean is, iniguman sa tournament, we always extend, extend our hospitality by bringing them uh, around the city and nearby municipalities for sightseeing. So this is also one way promoting not only the city but the province of Negros Oriental. Nakita gina nila, not only Oriental, but we bring them as far as Oslob, Siquijor. Now, so nakita nila nga kung ano siya, through the sponsors, either the city spends for this, but very minimal, kadaghan ako ini nga expenses tungod sa mga sponsors nato. We also thank our sponsors, private sponsors,
That's right.
for these events.
Yeah.
No? Unya, mo ni nga ang essence gud sa Philippine Sports Tourism Awards. Mo na nga in honor of this both private and government sector helping out promoting sports in the country. Mo na siya. Mo na nga I think this is just the fourth time na ay national awards. And for the 3 successive years na natay kita na ang nakagitawag og Grand Slam, no?
That's right.
Grand Slam ta.
Yes.
And there are also private entities like itong kanang Iron Man being brought by spearheaded by organized also by the group of Princess Galura, which also got this 3 times private sector naman sports organizer. And these are big events, international events. Okay? So sa tanang mga sa government sector, napili nila ang Dumaguete. No? There was one time runner-up ta sa Clark sa sports destination. Destination. Gusto po punta ko nga maka-award po punta tana.
Yeah.
But we're already close, no? And the future of Philippine sports is on how the private sector supports Philippine sports through sports organizations. Kaning sports organizing international group ni siya.
Right.
National, na ay local.
Yeah. Sir, let me get your thoughts on this now. How prestigious ang award nito and how significant it is, considering that we were pitted against the bigger and highly urbanized cities?
Well, I feel so in terms of logistics and how big we are just a small player, but the key to winning this successive awards, no, in 3 successive years, this LGU Sports Organizer of the Year is how dependable and consistent we are in hosting the sport, in organizing them, and also attributable would be our hospitality, our tourist spots in Dumaguete kay tourism and related man eh. Sports o tourism through sports.
Correct.
O na siya. Now, dako kaya tagwan. Dako kaya that's how they see us as among the top in the past 3 years. So,
Yeah. And ang uniqueness dito, sir, is that we were a judge, not just particularly as destination, although we want to get also that award, but it's about people really, helping out and organizing it. Eh. So medyo mas ang gravity ng award medyo mas malaki kasi it's about tao na nag-organize, no, the local government.
Yes, that's true. Kay ubot sabton mas kumpleto ang mga facilities sa Cebu, sa Davao, sa Manila. Even Clark now is touted to be the most modern facilities.
Correct.
Na dito sa New Clark City.
Yes.
Okay? Na recognize mo siya Clark City as a sports destination.
Correct.
Na dito ang mga facilities. So, kita, this will also be meaningful to us, especially that we will be hosting the ASEAN Schools Games, hopefully next year, come October or November. And COVID situation into consideration, naanay vaccine, so that the 11 member Asian countries will not hesitate to send their representatives to the Philippines.
Now, sir,
Or specifically Dumaguete.
Sir, we were not there during the time when you received this specific award. No? There were two. But let's talk about this particular award, the LGU Sports Tourism Organizer of the Year. Can you share to our viewers some of the highlights of your acceptance speech there, sir?
Well, first of all, I thank the organizers, the Board of Trustees of the Philippine Sports Tourism Association, Incorporated. And I made a comment that the facilities or sports facilities per se do not make a successful sports program or a successful do not make a successful athlete for that matter. It's the program that could sustain a sustainable program that could make use of the sports facilities.
That's right.
And it is through these sports organizers that will make sure that these facilities will not be white elephants, so to speak. No? Kay daghan kaayong mga sport facilities nga wala gitawag og ningas kogon, meaning it's just for the duration of the tournament.
Correct.
That's the problem of even in the Olympics. No? Mohos ang sa country, they spend so much money in building sports facilities and then they just leave it without leave these facilities without a sports program na tayan na lang or wala gamit. It was whatever it was gaining kanang dust. Okay?
Naging white elephant, sir, di ba?
White elephant yun.
Yes.
Okay? May ganyan like white sand. Ay white elephant man, yun na ito magamit sa beach courts na to.
That's right.
Oo. Di ba?
That's
right. Mana siya. And, well, it's really, that's the gist of mine. And I even remember telling them, addressing this to legislators, congressmen, senators, that before a municipality becomes a city, or a barangay becomes a municipality, it should be legislated. Part of the checklist dili lang population or income.
Precisely, sir. Yeah.
Kanang sports program, number one. Number two, sports facilities.
Correct, correct.
So kung wala ka ng sports program facilities, di ka mamayamong syudad.
Correct.
I think that's just fair enough, no?
Yes, yeah.
Para po mainganyo ang mga municipalities wanting to become a cities to improve on their sports facilities.
Yes.
Just like maybe you can also add there as a requirement, kinanglan ay health facilities like hospitals and all this medical facilities. But for the interest of sports, akong giingon nga kinanglan i-legislate yun na.
Correct.
Okay, kinanglan mo yun na para improve ang grassroots.
Correct.
Grassroots sports sa atong nasod.
Yeah. Mayor, after winning this award, national award for three years straight, no? And Murag Hall of Fame naman tani, as far as LGU Sports Tourism Organizer of the Year, what does this prove about Dumaguete City, your city administration, and the people of this city, sir?
Well, first, it's an honor. It's a rare feat or an accolade to the Remollo administration. But it has, personally, because I am really a passionate in sports.
Correct.
And very contagious. Like COVID, more contagious than COVID. Ang pagka-passionate sa sports.
That's right, sir.
Okay? Muna yung tawag ko, Sports 20. Kay COVID-19 naman. Sports 20. Muna how passionate we are in sports.
Right.
And then the fact that it shows that ang atong fellow Dumaguiteños, and for that matter, kaning mga Negrosanon, mahilig yun og sports. Kaya bisa ko siya kay makita mo na nimo pag may beach volleyball, mga pedicab drivers, holiday na nila. Sige na sila dito, walay traffic. Diba?
Correct, sir.
Makita nimo nga, tanan yun, glued to sports.
Correct.
And, murag kuan kayo ba? Murag hangul ta og sports kay kulang man kayo kuan kana mga wala kayo dayo bitaw mga bisita.
Yeah.
Pag man mga bisita diri makita na yung kuan kayo ta ba? Nang hinangop kayo ta. Bisag basta unsang klaseng sport. Okay, so very common sport, very neutral in terms of dili partisan, dili like politika nga partisan ka. Pag sport, pobre kag dato, usa ka diha.
It's a great you made mention.
Bitaw ng atong mga sinutian ba kanang sumbagay mo, sports ta. Sports ta, sport. Para ba fair play sport.
That's right.
Ba. Way gamit tay sundang. Pusil ra.
Sir, what's next for the city in terms of sports tourism amidst the pandemic? No? In order for us to consistently maintain its recognition and standards as the LGU Sports Tourism Organizer.
Sadly, this 2020 just came and gone. No? Or has come and gone. Okay. Without really, murag itawag nga kuan kanang murag in contrast sa team sport.
Correct, sir.
Kay sa mga IETF, there was some time nga gibawal ang basketball, ang sport program, ang sporting events.
Yeah.
Daghang yung kayo nga murag ningaw, hindi kay murag ningaw gyud kayo ro tuiga.
Right.
No? I don't know if somebody will award sa 2020 sports organizer kay murag wa gyud nag-organize.
Correct. Yeah.
But what's good here is that as early as now, next year daghan nang nanawag nato nga, oy, next year pag abli na itong sport, ato mi sa inyo ha.
Correct.
Diba? Even the marathon, triathlon,
Correct.
daghan nang nanawag nato. Okay. One sport that I would like to host would be the ano, kaning bicycle
Correct.
race. Yung uso naman na nato, kaya nagitawag ka ng mga dili man cycling but kitong
Triathlon.
dili cycling, kitong bisikleta mga mountain bike ba. Inana ra. Oh. Pwede man ta, whole Negros, ari mo sugod sa Dumaguete, balik sa Dumaguete.
Yeah. Now, sir, aside from the ASEAN Youth School Games, sir.
Saan ang race kanina, Juan? Cross country ang itawagan na. Ingon sa Mexico.
Correct, sir.
Cross country ko na.
Now, for this upcoming ASEAN Youth School Games, sir, that we're hosting for next year, no, sometime October, November, are you optimistic of being able to still host and organize the regional, national, international sports tourism events amidst the pandemic, aside from the ASEAN Youth School Games, sir?
Well, kung paspasan ng vaccine, pwede na hopefully by March, tayo na i-organize. No? We can still have time to call or to bring in the sports organizers to get the help of professionals, especially in marketing, mga sponsorships. There are airlines na pwede na itong duulon. There are hotels na sponsor, may mga coordinate with TV stations, mga sports writers. Para yun na mo succeed yun ng ASEAN Schools Games. And atong partner ni of course, ang probinsya, because of other force facilities nga, ang probinsya ay tag-iya, no? Maka-afford, no? Or makapahulam. And importante ang DepEd, ang main sponsor yun, ang Department of Education.
Correct.
Muna siya nga, we were already preparing for this last November.
Correct, sir. Yeah.
But timing na po nga pag cancel because of the pandemic. When all the Olympics was canceled, all the sporting events were also canceled.
Correct.
Including this event. And then the ASEAN Schools Games.
Yeah.
12 matingali, no? 12 ASEAN Schools Games.
Yes, sir.
Atong November.
Correct.
And luckily, for next year, may give way ang Vietnam in favor of Dumaguete. Okay, ganang sila tingali mo tanaw unsaning obelisk. Ingon nilang obelisk.
Ikaw, good, Mayor.
Oh.
Anyway, sir, pag-usapan natin yung another special award na na-receive natin on a more personal note sa inyo, sir. No? The Philippine Sports Tourism bestowed a special award for the first time, selected by no less than the country's top leaders in the sports and tourism industry. You were selected sa public, no? As a public government servant, as the Sports Tourism Personality of the Year.
Oh.
Now, sir, you outshined a lot of people there sa mga private.
Kita niyo ni?
Yeah.
Bugat kayo.
Sir, could you share with us your thoughts on that specific award that was bestowed on you as the Sports Tourism Personality of the Year, sir?
I was most surprised because I thought I would just be receiving. I knew that we would be receiving the this
LGU Sports
of
the Year, yeah.
Organizer of the Year for the third time. Mo may letter, mo may sulat na to. Kanya nakalit ko nga pag-mention nila, actually, that was the last award to be given. Okay? There are about 15 or 17 awards. Ang pinaka-last mo ni Sports Personality of the Year for government sector. Kaya ang second to the last mo ang number 16, o 17 awards. Number 16 was Sports Personality of the Year, private sector. So pag yun na kuhan, it was Manny Pangilinan because hands down kay sa iyang involvement, iyang support sa sports. Gilas Pilipinas would not be successful or would not succeed without the support of financial and otherwise of the Manny Pangilinan, who's the top honcho of PLDT, Globe, meaning Meralco, and many other, the Manila Water, di ba? Also Manny Pangilinan. And when I thought that was it, no? Naman po utang nila sports personality of the year, government sector.
Correct.
So na-appeal man ko rin kung matay. Kung sa kailang kuan, maybe because it was I was the former it was during my time as president of Clark Development Corporation that we launched the sports tourism. Wala pa ng award, sports tourism program of the Philippines.
That's right.
And I hosted that. Okay. And then after that, I converted most of the facilities in Clark into sporting facilities. For the first time, ang kitong 20-hectare nga parade grounds, nga hallowed ground, holy ground, walay makatungtong niya na kung dili kitong mga American soldiers in horseback. On horseback, no? Wala gito na mga karon tigala sila nga gi-convert na ko na into tulo ka baseball fields.
Correct.
Okay, o duha ka pitches soccer football. Unya sunod na itong other daghan na mga sporting events. Later on, then we organized the mga daghan kong ipag-sponsor, organize sa Clark kaniadto, and then now here involved po ko sa NSA or National Sports Association sa baseball. I manage mga national teams for international competitions in sports. Little do you know that, no? Wala kayo na emphasize sa akong resume, di ba? Mutoy ilang gibasa. Mutoy ilang gibasa as evidence. And also, finally, for leading Dumaguete sa Grand Slam Sports Tourism Awards. Muna siya.
That's good.
So, well, I was surprised and it was a gitawag o welcome surprise that I have a personal stake in this also. But it really didn't matter. Importante pa rin ako. Mas importante ning LGU Best Sports Organizer or LGU Sports Organizer of the Year 3 times. Mo gunay akong I was looking forward to that.
So I know for a fact that you shy away from personal accolades, no, sir, but I'd like to ask this question. How did it feel to be regarded as a sports tourism personality for the government sector, at par with Manuel B. Pangilinan, who was bestowed the same recognition for the private sector, sir?
Well, aside from being surprised, I felt pero sa man mura kang nakadaog og loto.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that. Especially, I used to be, I love sports. I used to play sports, basketball, volleyball, baseball. Even when I was little, elementary, and so on and so forth. Then I became involved in sport. I was involved in sports because my children were into sports.
Correct.
And sports organizations. But well, I feel so. What about ikuan ka exalt ka at par or in the league of the Mr. Pangilinan. It's really it's an honor. No? Not only for me personally, but for the city of Dumaguete. Kay dili man ni kuan, dili man ni talagsaon naman ni.
Correct.
And in your lifetime, it comes just once in your lifetime. So, and I thank all those volunteers, especially in akong mga tauhan sa Clark kaniadto. They were all there, okay, from the president of Clark, the board of directors, who knew me, and they really, they really, they were expecting actually. We did not, we were not surprised na makuha na ko because in Clark I already showed them how biased and how passionate I was.
That's right.
When it comes to sports.
Yes.
Right. Wala siya. And well, there's a lot of things to be done. Hopefully after the pandemic, but karon nga while the pandemic is not yet over. Ang kwento ng usunod ka ng mga esports na.
Correct.
Okay? And mind you, there's one mga last year, one investor from Manila that already came in as an investor in Dumaguete. Hapit na niya mahuman to ilang e-sport. It's now I think it's going to be an Olympic sport. Dili na siya gambling, pero e-sport nga na po individual or team sport.
Correct.
Ang ilang gwapo kayo ang ilang office ang bilang building nga nadiha sa San Juan Street. O sa kahilera ng linya sa DYGB. Naman ang San Juan Street. Okay?
Yeah.
And it's not the ordinary hole in the wall nga kanang wala internet cafe.
Correct. Yeah.
It's more advanced and more pleasant than the cafes. Ordinary internet cafes na to.
Sir,
It will also elevate Dumaguete as a place to reckon with.
Sir, you related a while ago what you did for Clark and to put Clark in the international sporting map now. Now, how helpful and instrumental was your experience as president and CEO of Clark in your initiatives now in Dumaguete City as mayor in marketing and promoting the city as the next sports tourism destination in the country?
Well, it pays to have the connect, and the experience, the network that we have. It would really be very helpful, and the network is the key to making Dumaguete, putting Dumaguete in the map of sports tourism. And with sports tourism goes the business of multi-message po ni Manny Pangilinan. Very well prepared speech. It was read to us by Sunny Barrios. There's a lot of money in sports. There's a lot of business in sports. Like he made mention of sila LeBron James.
Yeah.
He talk of LeBron James. You talk of Cleveland. Mo nakapasikat sa Cleveland si LeBron James. Katawaran. When you talk of Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan, mga statistics, the money that he brought in because of basketball, or they brought in to basketball. Dako kay negosyo. Man galaway ra ko ga paminaw ba kay kung sa mata ka nga maka baton og inanang personality ba, which can put Dumaguete also in the map and improve business in Dumaguete. Tingali ang mga hopefully ang mga businesses diri nato mahinahinay na og sponsor, donate, sponsor og mga sporting events.
Yeah.
Dako bay na kayo. Dako na siya if really we are into it. And then akong yung short-term goal, not the long-term, is to upgrade and really put up a world-class standard sports facilities like stadium, basketball, multipurpose, volleyball, tennis, usa ka coliseum na siya. Mangutang tingali ta to I love I want our youth or constituents to excel in sports so that they can be role models for the next generation. Dili sila mag-drugs, dili sila mag-sport, dili sila mag-limbong, dili sila magtinapulan. Mo na yung mga and they will keep themselves healthy and fit. Mo na yung mga attributes sa sports nga daling ibaligya. And kung na kay role model, we will be, we cannot say it's just sports, no?
Yeah.
It's through sports that we can be assured that the next generation would be a generation of responsible citizens and responsible leaders of our civil society, no? Or even civil government.
Well, sir, congrats on you for these two awards, prestigious awards, the LGU Sports Tourism Organizer of the Year, and your personal award also for being the Sports Tourism Personality National Awardee for the year, together with Manuel P. Pangilinan, and as to being recognized also and designated as the ambassador for the COVID-19 pandemic in Region 7, sir, because of your initiatives that you have done for the city of Dumaguete. So, sir, by the time this program, this taping of ours is shown, it's already the eve of Christmas. So, would like to greet you, sir, personally. Merry Christmas, sir, and Happy New Year as well. And thank you for being my guest for my episode and sharing with us the city of Dumaguete and Negros Oriental and our viewers a lot of information about what's going on and update the city government of Dumaguete. So with that, I'd like to thank everybody and greet everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This has been our episode for tonight. I'm Dok Dinno. Be well.